Have you ever felt like God gave you a word, a desire, a calling, but the second you tried to move forward, fear started screaming? What if I don't have enough? What if people reject me? What if I'm not ready yet? Yeah, I've been there too. But here's what most people miss. Provision doesn't show up before the move. It shows up because of the move. That's faith. That's knowing. In today's video, I'm going to be going over some Bible scriptures that were inspired by me watching The Chosen with my son the other day. We were on season 3, episode 2, and it really spoke out to me. So I'm going to be going over some scriptures that really emphasize the message here. But keep in mind when I'm going over these verses that I am interpreting it in the lens of manifestation, and it's my own interpretation. It is not the religious interpretation. So if you guys are new to me, hi, I am Alchemistic. I, of course, have this whole series that's called Take Me to Church, where I read these scriptures, again, in the lens of manifestation. If you'd like to continue with me, definitely do that. And if you would like to work with me personally, links to my services is in the description. So in this episode of The Chosen, Jesus sends out his disciples 2 by 2, and he tells them, don't take money. Don't pack an extra tunic. Don't worry about shelter. Just go and trust. And the disciples, just like us, started spiraling. What if we're persecuted? What if we don't have food? What if people reject us? And Jesus reminds them, you are always provided for. Stop looking at the 3D. You already have what you need. So the first verse I'm going to go over is Luke 12:22 through 24. Take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat. Consider the ravens. They neither sow nor reap, but God feeds them. Listen, if birds are fed and you're made in the image of God, why are you still questioning provision? The raven does not worry if it's going to have food to eat or have shelter or anything else it might need. It knows no matter what, it is provided for. So why are you so worried? Especially if you resonate with you are reality itself. You are God itself having a human experience. Everything is provided for you effortlessly. The next one, Matthew 10:9 through 10. Provide neither gold nor silver nor shoes, for the workman is worthy of his meat. What this means, if the assignment is yours, the provision is automatic. You don't need a backup plan when you walk in knowing. If you know, if you have this inner desire, I call it a knowing. No matter if the 3D is telling you no, you have your knowing. If you have this knowing, you have this desire, go forward and know everything is going to work out effortlessly. How many stories have you heard where people just went all in? They burned the boats, as Tony Robbins talks about, a lot of other motivational speakers talk about. It's an ancient story that's in a lot of different cultures. Why did the burning of the boats work? Because they had no choice but to trust. That is the knowing. Fear is always the voice of the old self, the version of you who thought they had to earn it, the version of you who thought favor was circumstantial. But that version is not in charge anymore. The new self doesn't need proof because the new self knows. The new self already has. That's what it means by burning the boat. is burning the old self, letting it die, as Neville Goddard says, letting the old man die, moving into the new. I talked about this in other Bible verse videos of taking off the old and putting on the new. It's the exact same. So the next scripture is Philippians 4:19. My God shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. That's not a maybe. That's not a if you're good enough. That's identity. You're already in alignment with the source of it all. The need is fulfilled at the moment of your decision, not your delay. The next scripture is Hebrews 11:8. By faith, Abraham went out, not knowing where he was going. So stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for confirmation. Stop waiting for the 3D to give you permission. You've already been sent. The version of you who obeys, the provision meets them on the way. So the last one here, Psalm 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Say that with me. I shall not want. That's not hope. That's a fact. Because you know the 3D has to follow. So this week, stop trying to see the whole plan. Just take the first step and remind yourself the version of me who moves in faith already has it. It's done. It's provided. I am sent. If this resonated with you, I want you to drop me a comment. I am sent. And put a whatever color heart emoji you want or no emoji. It doesn't matter. As always, no matter who is watching my videos, day or night, I know you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And now you're about to have the best week of your life. Take care.